Hello, my name is Meiju and this is my Bouclé Party Cardigan. In this tutorial I'm demonstrated how to make these double knit button bands for this pattern. You will find the pattern on Ravelry and on meijuknits.com on my website. So let's begin. For this tutorial I'm using a small swatch and the yarn that I use for the actual button bands, and in the actual cardigan we are starting to picking up stitches after we have made the hem, double knit hem. So we are starting to pick up stitches from here for the button band. So I'm demonstrated here the picking up of the stitches, even though I don't have the hem band here. So basically the picking up stitches is the same, happens the same way as in the finished cardigan. So you need to imagine that this is the bottom corner of the right front piece. So when we are looking at the cardigan, this is the right front piece when we are wearing the cardigan. So it's on our right. So let's imagine that this is the right front piece and we are starting to pick up stitches there. I'm using slightly smaller needles that I used for the bouclé, but you can use also the same size needles if you think that the button band stretches too much inwards and you need more flexibility for the button band. So I'm starting to pick up stitches by inserting the needle through the edge and picking up the stitch there. I'm repeating it. Like this. And in the cardigan I have actually 4 rows of stripes. So I have 2 rows in the main color, 1 row with the other color, the color P, and 1 row with color C. But in this swatch I have always knit 2 rows with each color. So from every 4 rows I will pick 3 stitches. So when you are picking the stitches from the striped pattern, it's easier to follow how many stitches you have actually picked up. But you can also pick up 4 stitches, so 1 stitch from each row, if you think that suits the best for you. So let's see, 3 there, 3 there, and like that. And I will come back when I have picked up all the stitches from here. Okay, now I have picked up all the stitches from the edge, and as I said, the exact number of picked up stitches isn't crucial here. The goal is to ensure a smooth button band with the flexibility you need and with the tension you need. So we are now imagining that this is the right front bottom corner and this is the left front bottom corner. So you can think that this is a cardigan that you are wearing like this. So this is only for demonstration with the small piece. Now we are casting on stitches to the left front piece, extending the band outwards so we can start working the band. So I am casting on stitches using cable cast on method. I need to turn the cardigan wrong side facing. I'm inserting the needle between the first and the second stitch right under the needle, like this. I'm catching the yarn, knitting it through between the stitches and placing it on the needle. And I'm tightening it slightly. Then I'm repeating. I'm going through the stitches, first and the second one, placing the stitch on the needle. I'm repeating this a total of 12 times. So between the first and the second stitch, catch the yarn, place it on the needle. Then I'm going again, place it on the needle. Again, place it on the needle. Again. Oop. I will get a double stitch there. Place it on the needle. Like that. Place it on the needle. And now I need to check how many stitches I have cast on. This is the last stitch that I have picked up, so I need to count on these. 9 stitches, 3 more times. That's it. And now we will work our first row as written in the pattern. This is the wrong side row, so I'm not turning the work at this point. I'm continue with the wrong side row. I'm knitting the first stitch, slip the second one with the yarn in front. So the yarn comes to the front, and then repeat, knit and slip with the yarn in front. I'm catching the yarn with my needle, but you can also bring it in front with your index finger. Knit, bring it to the front, knit, slip the stitch with yarn in front, knit, slip the stitch with yarn in front, knit, slip the stitch with yarn in front, and then this is repeated until there is one stitch left on the band, so I need to check the stitches now. Okay, I did it 2 extra times, so I need to have 11 stitches on my needle now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So the last stitch that you repeat is a knit stitch, and then you slip 2 stitches with yarn in front, like this. Then we will turn the work, and this is the right side row. So the repeat is knit 2 together, and then the repeat starts. Slip purlwise with yarn in front, knit, slip purlwise with yarn in front, knit. So as you can see, I'm slipping the purl stitches with yarn in front and knitting the knit stitches. So I'm slipping the stitches that were knit on the wrong side row and knitting the stitches that were slipped on the wrong side row. Last stitch is slip purlwise with yarn in front. Let's do a few more repeats so you will see how the button band grows. We will knit the first stitch, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit, 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 slip 1 with yarn in front, knit. So then we will slip 2 stitches with yarn in front. So the last stitch of the band and the next stitch that we have picked up. So I'm gradually knitting the band stitches together with the picked up stitches. Knit 2 together, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit, slip purlwise 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 with yarn in front, knit, and slip purlwise with yarn in front. Let's do a few more repeats. And 11 stitches done with the repeat. Then slip 2 stitches with yarn in front, turn, knit 2 together, slip purlwise with yarn in front, slip, knit, slip purlwise with yarn in front, 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 knit, slip purlwise with yarn in front. I'm coming back in a minute when I have done a few more repeats, so you will see how the band grows. So now we have progressed a bit more, and this is our left front piece, and this corner here will be our right front piece. We need to start making buttonholes. So I'm demonstrating from the actual cardigan here that I have buttons on my left front piece and the holes on my right front piece. And to make sure that you will have enough sized buttonhole for the buttons that you are going to use, I'm recommending that you try the buttonhole first for a swatch before deciding the size of the buttonhole. I have written in the pattern the size that you need if you are using the same size buttons that I have used in the pattern, which are approximately 2 centimeters in width, buttons in width of 2 centimeters. So you can also just follow these instructions if you have same size buttons. So let's do a few more rows just to recap what we have done. So now this is the wrong side row. I'm repeating the pattern until I have 1 stitch left in the band. I'm slipping 2 stitches with yarn in front, turning my work, knit 2 together. I am now on the right side of the work. I'm slipping 1 with yarn in front, knit, slip purlwise 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 with yarn in front, knit, slip. Let's do one more wrong side row. It starts with knit, slip purlwise with yarn in front, 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 knit until 1 stitch left. Let's slip 2 stitches together, purlwise, turn the work, and now we have buttonhole row, which is the right side row. So we will first knit 2 together, then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. And just a note, of course, if we would make a buttonhole, we would need to make it to the right front piece, so this is only for demonstration that I'm making the buttonhole here. Okay, then I will demonstrate a buttonhole. It will be made on right side row. So the row begins normally. You will knit 2 stitches together, slip 1 purlwise, then slip 2 stitches purlwise, bring the yarn in front. Then slip 2 stitches purlwise, bring those 2 stitches over those 2 stitches that you just slipped. Repeat. Slip 2 stitches, bring 2 stitches over, and repeat one more time. And then move these 2 stitches to the left hand needle so that you will have 4 stitches on your left hand needle in the end. Then turn work. And now we have a total of 6 stitches here on the button band, 2 stitches on this side, 4 stitches on this side. So we need to cast on new stitches. We are using cable cast on. We are bringing the needle between the first and the second stitch, catching the yarn, and bring it on the needle. Repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we will do one more stitch. 7 stitches are cast on. Then turn the work. Slip 1 stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle. Bring the last stitch over the stitch, and then we will repeat to the end. Slip stitch purlwise, knit, slip stitch purlwise. So we will now check the number of stitches: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And now the next row is normal wrong side repeat as we did before. Knit 1, slip purlwise with yarn in front, knit, 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 slip purlwise with yarn in front, knit until you have 1 stitch left, and you will slip 2 stitches together with yarn in front, turn the work, knit 2 together, and then normal repeat of the right side row. Slip 1 stitch purlwise with yarn in front, knit, slip 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 purlwise with yarn in front. Like that. We have 2 buttonholes here. And then we will continue like this to the end. And one more tip I will show you from the finished cardigan. As I made the buttonholes for this cardigan, I mark the spots where I need the buttonholes in the stripe pattern. So I use markers to spot the places of the buttonholes. So I could easily, when I was working the button band from here to here, I could easily spot the place where I needed the buttonhole. Like that. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.